John, you're a liar. You recognise me, don't you?
I do recognise you.
Yeah.
Me on things on my
Yeah, why? Why are you here?
Do you condemn Netanyahu? Yes or no?
You see, I am not going to have these guys.
I'm just a simple question. Do you condemn Netanyahu?
I'm not going to have these guys.
So you saw a small glimpse of what Labour MPs are going through up and down the country these days. This gentleman in question is Jonathan Ashworth. You have seen his conduct, like many of his colleagues, when the parliament was in session, particularly in the last 8 to 9 months, ever since Israelis launched their genocidal campaign in Gaza. Just like his new boss, Keir Starmer, he was also not in favor of ceasefire in the beginning. So when the matter came for voting in November, he was one of those MPs who abstained. Yes, the Labour Party's MP, winning from a predominantly Muslim seat, Leicester South. And how predominantly Muslim seat Labour South is can be gauged from the fact that this constituency has 30% Muslims. And that translates into 30,000 votes. And his margin of victory in 2019 was around 23,000. So when you look at that, you can see why people in his constituency are bloody angry. Very, very angry. And that is the background of the small snippet that I played right in the beginning of this video. So several videos of Jonathan Ashworth being ambushed by his constituents, no outsiders, his own constituents, while he's out and about, knocking at the doors, seeking their votes just because there's an election here, and he's being challenged. Now, the first video where a woman constituent confronts him and asks him very pointed question as to why he did not vote for ceasefire, and he has no clear-cut answer. Obviously, he wouldn't have any satisfactory answer because his conduct, like many of his colleagues who voted either against or abstained, were quite questionable. So he doesn't have a clear answer. And he keeps kind of evading questions, and the lady whose identity is not known just not in a mood to give up at all. And not only that, salute to her that she persists with her questioning. And why shouldn't she? If she's saying that she's been a regular voter and she has always voted for Jonathan Ashworth, she has every right to grill him. And what she also says, astonishingly, that Jonathan Ashworth never visited that area in the past because he took those Muslim votes for granted. And now he realizes that the ground beneath him is slipping. So it used to be a safe seat, as you can imagine. If your margin is around 20,000 plus votes, it has to be a safe seat. But some internal reports are suggesting that Labour had designated this seat as a battleground seat. That means even Labour Party is not considering Leicester South as a safe seat. So what this lady does, first thing, she questions him for his conduct on the ceasefire vote in Parliament. She challenges him for never visiting the constituency or that neighborhood in the past, despite receiving Muslim votes and taking Muslim votes for granted. And then she also embarrasses those people accompanying him, those people who are Muslims. You can see them from their attire, from their look, you can see that they are Muslims. And she embarrasses those people to saying, why are you supporting him? So all in all, pretty courageous confrontation by this woman.
John, you're a liar. You recognise me, don't you?
I do recognise you.
Yeah.
Me on things on my
Yeah, why? Why are you here?
Because we're talking.
How would you look the Palestinians in their face, the ones that you've met, the ones that you've spoken to, how would you look them in the face and tell them that you abstained in November?
Listen,
No. I'm a constituent. I have got every right to ask. Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me.
Sorry, I wasn't going to touch you. Sorry, I apologize.
I know you disagree with me, and I know you're very, very angry with me, because to be fair, you do send me a lot of messages, which is fair enough.
I haven't before though, have I? Because I was fine. I was voting for you. I haven't before.
I know.
And I'm not voting for you now because of your stance.
I know, and that's fair enough.
Why have you lied?
I've not
You
lied.
sent an email saying you voted for secession. You know you were playing with words.
I did vote for cessation.
You didn't in November. That's the email I got after November.
Cessation.
And you never come here.
I do come
You
here.
never come here. This time you're lobbying. You never normally have to lobby, do you? That's why. Because you were comfortable with your 20,000 seats. And why are you not supporting him?
I did answer the question.
Why are you not supporting him?
This guy, I'll tell you why I'm supporting him. I'm a Palestinian, grew up in a refugee camp being bombed, right? This guy, for 20 years, has got a record better than anyone.
I've been actually campaigning for 20 years as well, actually.
Yeah.
I've travelled out as well, and I think it's abysmal that he voted to abstain.
State of Palestine.
And why did you abstain? Please answer me.
State of Palestine.
Please answer me why you abstained.
We voted for cessation. And then
Why did you abstain?
and then we voted for-
Why did you
and the
abstain?
only
Tell me why you abstained, please.
We have voted for an alternative motion which called for an enduring cessation of fighting. And then,
No, why did you abstain? Because on paper, you abstained.
because we voted for a Labour motion which called for an enduring...
You still abstained. There was other Labour MPs that voted for.
And we voted for an enduring cessation, and then in February...
No. You
We did vote for an
you
enduring
abstained. Why? Tell me why.
We voted for an enduring
And
cessation.
I hear that you said you abstained because you told other people you were worried about your career because you'd be taken out of the shadow cabinet.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
This is not okay.
I'm worried about my career.
This is not okay.
I'm not worried about my
Well,
career.
why are you here today
Because
campaigning? Because you've not been here before. You've knocked on our door before.
Get out, Labours.
No.
We don't want you here.
You've not knocked on our door before. You've never
hypocrites.
knocked on my door. In fact, this is the first time I'm meeting you. And I work in the
Child
community
killers.
all the time.
Child supporters.
I'm very
Killing of
disappointed.
child.
I'm very, very
out of this
disappointed.
area.
I wrote to you. I'm very disappointed with what you did. You were supposed to be our voice.
I know you're disappointed.
Why weren't you our voice?
Never vote Labour.
I know
Hypocrites.
you're disappointed.
We can't watch
Get
all
out of
these
this
people
area.
dying anymore.
I know. And that's why we've got to get a ceasefire.
Watching
in place.
babies beheaded. Do you not see those videos?
Those videos are horrendous.
We could have prevented
You're a
them. No, we had
ridiculous father if
we
you've got
had
children and allowing
opportunity
this.
to stop it from happening.
I'm not allowing it, sir.
Of course you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you
That's
are.
not how it works.
Labour. You represent
No, I'm
Labour.
not. I'm not allowing
Where
it.
you
You
from?
had
Labour,
power.
right?
Yes, I'm from Labour.
So Labour.
I'm not allowing it, sir.
Yes, you are.
If you think I'm allowing it...
Yes, you are.
No
You
way.
are. You are.
No, I'm not. No,
Why
I'm
didn't
not.
you just abstain? I'm not sure. I'm not understanding why that couldn't
I'm
be
not
done.
allowing it. Thank no.
Can
I
you
won't
see?
get out of
Can
this
you see
area.
how upset people are, though?
July 4th,
Shouting at them is not going to help, though, is it?
I'm not responsible for it. Right.
Thank you.
This sentiment pretty much sums up the anger that exists against Labour Party under Keir Starmer amongst the Muslim community or amongst those people who are absolutely aghast by what is happening in Gaza. Now, in the second video, many videos are doing the rounds. In the second video, shot by another person who confronted him. Now, at that point, Jonathan Ashworth, he doesn't remain as calm as he was during his exchange with the woman. And taking a leaf out of the Zionist book, he decides to take his camera out and accuses the person who is merely asking him questions as to why he abstained from the voting on ceasefire. He begins to accuse him of intimidating him, bullying him. I mean, you watch this video and see whether indeed the person who was asking him question in his capacity as a constituent was bullying him.
Do you condemn Netanyahu? Yes or no?
You see, I am not going to have these guys...
I'm just a simple question. Do you condemn Netanyahu?
I'm not going to have these guys bullying me off the street.
No one's bullying you. It's a simple question.
because
We're asking you
people
why
are-
you abstained for the vote. Yeah, to vote for a ceasefire. It's a simple question. No one's bullying you. If you can't answer the question, say it.
We're not going to have the people intimidate us. because
No one's
the people of
intimidating
Leicester
you.
South
It's a simple question.
stand
Why
up
did you
to these
abstain?
loudmouths.
Why did you
They'll
abstain
stand
for the
up to
vote
these
for Gaza?
bullies who
It's
think
not a
they
bull.
can- who think
So
they
me
can
asking
intimidate
you why
people
you
off the
abstained
street.
for the Gaza vote is bullying you.
We're
How's
not
that
gonna
bullying
have-
you?
And people of Leicester South...
We have every right to
I am
question
not gonna be bullied
why you didn't
and
represent us in
intimidated off the
Parliament.
streets of Leicester And if you want these people to win this election, if you want the bullies,
he doesn't want us
and
to
the
ask him why he
loudmouths,
abstained from the Gaza vote.
bullies and the loudmouths
If
to
you
win this
call us
election,
asking you why you
you've got to come out and
abstained,
you've got to vote against this.
why did you
people
abstain from
do
the
not-
Gaza vote?
These people don't decide.
Why did you abstain from the Gaza
These
vote?
people bullying,
Why?
intimidating,
It's not bullying. It's
shouting,
not intimidating.
They don't
It's a
decide
simple
what happens in
question.
Leicester.
It's a simple question. You got the blood of Palestinian men,
They
women,
don't
and
have to
children on
decide
your
what happens
hands.
with energy bills. So if you want to make sure
It's a disgrace.
that these
Is
loudmouths
Netanyahu
and
a war
bullies
criminal? Why couldn't
don't
you
win
condemn
in
him?
Leicester South, you've got to get out.
Why couldn't you
and
condemn
vote
Netanyahu?
Labour on July the 4th.
Why couldn't you condemn Netanyahu? Why couldn't you condemn him? Asking you why you abstained from the ceasefire is bullying now.
Talk is complete, my friend. You can go. Thank you.
How is asking you why you abstained from the ceasefire vote bullying and intimidating?
He answered everybody there.
I mean, he literally made himself a laughing stock in that video. So what is happening right now, as 4th of July comes nearer, the Labour parties, that some of the Labour MPs are getting increasingly worried. Because as I said in one of my videos earlier, there are 80 seats across the country where Muslim votes are more than 10%. And they can swing the outcome of the result. So although all the opinion polls are saying that Labour has a lead, but having worked with the pollsters in the past, I can tell you that there's no science behind it. There's no science behind it. They say that they speak to real people. You tell me, have you ever received their calls? I have never. And I don't know anybody who has ever received their phone calls. If you really want to understand the mood of the nation, you go to the community page of this channel and you see the people voting there or expressing their opinions are real people. It's there. I have absolutely zero say in that. So I'm not going to trust the pollsters, what the pollsters have to say. Often the pollsters' predictions are designed to manipulate the minds, the voting intentions of ordinary public. That's what they do. So we will see. And of course, they are supported by the mainstream media. And that's where the allegations of biases come into play. So we will see what happens on 4th of July. But let's not discount the fact that there is a massive anger amongst a large population of this country against Labour Party and its leader Keir Starmer. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do so, because that's one of the many ways you can support independent journalism. God bless you all.